Tech entrepreneur and 2020 Democratic candidate Andrew Yang appeared on The View and expressed his support for the impeachment inquiry into President Trump, insisting it's the right thing to do. I am on board with the decision to impeach Trump because at some point, if you are literally calling foreign leaders and asking them for political help in return for releasing aid that Congress had already authorized at some point, you have to impeach and say, look, this is the right thing to do regardless of the political calculation, Yang said Thursday. I will say that the politics may or may not work out in the right way, but we're a country of laws. You have to enforce the laws. The Democratic presidential hopeful then warned about the trap Dems face heading into 2020. Anytime we talked about Trump, Trump is winning, Yang explained. And Democrats need an affirmative vision that people are just as excited about. Like if the Democratic message is Trump bad, impeach Trump, then we're actually increasing the chances of him getting a second term. The calls for Trump's impeachment have grown significantly among Democrats since the Ukraine controversy emerged last week. They got a little bit more after that, but that's the gist of Yang's comments. Um, I've said before that you look at a lot of the Democrats in Congress who push for Trump's impeachment. Waters, Nadler, uh, Pelosi, all these characters who, other than Pelosi, I'm willing to bet no one can think of a single issue they've led on besides impeachment. And they are the physical manifestation of what Yang said: Trump bad, Trump horrible. Oh my God, what a deranged individual. But it's like, you when you talk about any person in office being of low quality, you have to give examples, or you should give examples for your position on them to be reinforced by fact. For as bad as these news articles are about the UBI not working and all this trash, if they at least gave some kind of skepticism that was based in reality, not something like, "Oh, Yang says he wants every single person to get $1,000." Like, no, he said 18 and up. If they did something that wasn't a smear or an outright lie like that, and said, "Hey, I'm a little worried about this because we calculate how many people are going to be paid for this over a year, and we don't think we have the amount of money." Just something that, even if I think it might be incorrect, it at least seems like it's coming from a decent or um, reasonable place. And it's like I keep trying to explain to people the impeachment stuff. I have no problem with, as far as whether I think Trump actually did something wrong, but I think he's done multiple wrong things. These war crime conflicts. Problem is, as someone who's liberal leaning, I can't say, "Hey, impeach Trump for supporting, Saudi Arabia's genocide and being in an unconstitutional war," because then they would go, "Well, why did you do that to Obama? Why did you do that to Bush?" Even though I would have backed those efforts as well. Uh, between the continuous, like, just refusal of his base and people who call themselves Republicans to really think about this objectively, it's going to end up the way I was talking about, where Yang says don't do political gesturing, but it's like I keep trying to say the way this will be framed by Trump and all of the right wing people is that he gets. I've said this before. He'll get acquitted in the Senate because the Republicans aren't going to vote for it because they're too scared and cowardly over whether he did something right or wrong. And that's really what I'm trying to get you to understand about why Yang's comment might not apply here, because the people in office are only interested in staying in office. They want to get more votes. They don't want to lose popularity for their reelection, so they're going to go along with dear leader and follow him over the hill. But yeah, he'll get acquitted in the Senate, and then he'll try to say, "Oh, see, they tried to impeach him, but it didn't work. I'm invincible. I'm untouchable." Ha ha ha. And they're gonna play right into that. And I guess he's hoping that maybe if you talk about the issues enough, you can override them. Like, yeah, maybe, but again, look at a lot of the Democratic candidates and the Democrats that are in Congress. They're not talking about issues. It's just this president is unfit because he did such and such. That is not related to policy, but because he was involved, like the tweets and the rest of that trash. So Yang's not too far off. I just kind of wish that more of the Democrats would do what he said and talk about issues as opposed to Trump bad, Trump evil. So that's that.